Right? Up next, the tale of the tape, Ovi's unique stick work from Corwin at BarDown.
Hi, I'm Corwin, and I want to talk to you about one of the most unique pregame routines that I know of in the league. One thing that seems to be a famous part of pretty much every great player's careers is their routines. Gretzky used to put baby powder on his stick, Crosby stick handles over the McDonald's logo, McDavid has those socks. Bedard even has one where he doesn't like people touching his sticks before games, a superstition he actually shares with Crosby, according to Jack Johnson. And then there's the guy that the Leafs face tonight, Alexander Ovechkin. One of, if not the greatest goal scorer of all time. And if you know anything about Ovi, you probably know his tape job. It's one of the most recognizable and consistent in the league. Basically, he starts about halfway up the blade, goes all the way to the toe, and then takes a puck and kind of blacks out the entire white tape job. But that's not the weird part. One thing that nobody really seems to talk about is that he uses an entirely different tape job just for warm-ups. And I don't mean like a different stick or a fresh tape job, it's just a totally different thing. Instead of going halfway down the blade, he actually does the full length of it, going pretty much from the heel to the toe, and there's no puck marks on it. Now, I don't know, like to some scrub like me, it seems pretty counterintuitive to warm up with a tape job that you're never actually going to use in the game. But for Ovi, it's a pretty simple answer as to why he does it.
Just a routine or whatever.
That's pretty much the answer you'll get from any NHL player when you ask them to talk about their routines. They hate talking about it. And I guess when you have over 800 goals in the NHL, it's easy to brush off routine as routine. But it's not like this is something Ovi has always done. For most of his career, his warm-up tape job was pretty similar to his in-game one, just minus all the puck marks. But the first record I could find of him using this new bizarre method was actually also against the Leafs on March 3rd, 2018. It was a Stadium Series game. Then he kind of switches back and forth between these two warm-up tape jobs for the rest of 2018 until we reach the Stanley Cup final, where game one, he goes with the half tape job similar to his in-game one. But the Capitals lose that game. After they lost that first game, he switches back to the full blade tape jobs for game 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you can see where I'm going with this, they won every single one of those games. And since then, Ovi has stuck with this exact same warm-up routine. I mean, if your routine goes undefeated in the Stanley Cup final, why change it?
Awesome stuff. Here's the amazing thing about Corwin. He goes through every single game of every single season to find out these trends, and fascinating one on Ovi, who continues with it tonight.